Nearly at the top. Just these hairpins to negotiate now. Whew. It's emotional. Join me on my latest bikepacking adventure as I cycle solo from Ballymena in Northern Ireland to the island of Islay and up the west coast of Scotland via Oban, Invergarry and Strathcarron, all the way to the famous Bealach Na Ba pass on the Applecross Peninsula in the far northwest of the Scottish Highlands. Okay, today is the day. Today is the day that I have talked about for 4 or 5 years. I'm going to cycle over the Bealach Na Ba pass to Applecross again after 12 years, I think, since doing it last time. So today's a pretty meaningful day for me. I'm excited, I'm nervous, I'm excited. I'm also really excited because it's the first day in 4 days that I'll be riding without my bike packing bags on the back of the bike, so the bike should be a bit lighter, a bit easier to ride. Again, the forecast for today is not great. It is forecast to rain. There's actually a couple of yellow weather warnings in force for heavy rain and thunderstorms. Hopefully that doesn't materialise, but it means, again, I've left my big proper camera at the hotel. I'm not taking it with me today, but hopefully, like I say, the weather doesn't turn too bad and it stays mostly dry. I can deal with a bit of rain, but hopefully it's not completely horrendous. I'm also setting off about kind of 8:30, 9 o'clock here because apparently the Applecross Peninsula and the Bealach Na Ba pass gets pretty busy with camper vans and different things, so I want to try and beat the worst of the traffic. Okay, big day, let's go. 21 miles to Applecross, over those hills. Even on a dreich day like today, still pretty beautiful around these parts. So that in behind there is the Bealach Na Ba pass. So yeah, that's me just at the foot of the Bealach Na Ba pass. So from here it goes up to just over 2,000 feet, I think 2,050 feet in about 3.5 miles. It's one of the best cycling climbs in Britain, apparently. 11 years since I did it last, and for the first time. So this is my second time doing it 11 years later. I'm not hopeful of any views from the top. The views from the top are usually amazing, but it's pretty cloudy today. It might clear by the time I get up there, but yeah, not hopeful of any amazing views from the top. After 3 days of cycling from home in Northern Ireland to here, my legs are definitely feeling it a bit, feeling a bit of fatigue, but hopefully I have enough to get me over the pass. So the last time I did this, it took me 1 hour and 28 minutes to get over the top. I'm not racing today, I'm not trying to hammer it, I'm just gonna take my time, but I'm hopeful I'll still do it faster than 1 hour 28 minutes. We'll see. There's no point hanging around too much longer. Let's just get going. just keeps going. I'm about halfway up at this point. Okay, I'm about halfway up the climb. Still another 800 feet and a couple of miles to go, all the way up there. But as you can see behind me, doesn't look like I'm going to get much of a view from the top. So I wanted to just pause for a minute, take in the view, take a couple of photos, take a couple of videos, and just yeah, just savor the view for a minute or two. It's unbelievable. I have a tattoo of the Bealach Na Ba on my left arm. For those of you who know me, if you've seen my tattoo, this is kind of the viewpoint for my tattoo. If you haven't seen my tattoo, I'll put a photo of it in and you can see it. Class. Right, gonna keep going. Not bad, managed to get clipped in and going on a 9% gradient. It's also bad when a 9% gradient feels like kind of relief from the rest of the climbing. Nearly at the top, just these hairpins to negotiate now. Whew. Morning, not far, half a mile. Enjoy the descent, stay safe. Well, I've made it to the top of Bealach Na Ba Pass, 2,053 feet above sea level, from sea level, in about 3.5 miles. Yeah, it's an emotional trip for me. I'm delighted I've done this, but I'm sorry that, you know, my mate Davey, who isn't around to see see me do this after he sparked that love of cycling in me. Just as a reminder, I'm doing this to raise money for mental health and for Aware Northern Ireland, so please throw me a couple of pounds in the link below if you can. For now, I'm going to go down the descent into Applecross, where I'm going to stop for some lunch. Well, I've made it down off the Bealach Na Ba into Applecross. That descent was a bit sketchy, pretty windy and really cold coming down, so I'm glad to get down into Applecross. So I'm at the Applecross Inn, where I've got a reservation for lunch. Now it's not for like another hour, but I'm hoping they'll let me sit and have a coffee or something for a while first of all. Yeah, that was incredible. I'm so glad I've done that. Again, I have another 20 miles from here to Shieldag, and then I think another 20 miles from Shieldag back to the hotel. But the next 20 miles is nearly worse than the Bealach Na Ba. The next 20 miles around this peninsula, around this headland, it's just up and down and up and down. You know, 100-foot climb, 100-foot drop, 100-foot climb, 100-foot drop, and then I have 2 or 3 climbs of 500 feet still to do. So actually the worst of it is probably still to come. But for now, I'm gonna get some lunch, get a burger and stuff, and just warm up for it before I move on. Oh, the other thing was, I think I did that in about, my Garmin said about 1 hour 6 minutes, but I stopped a couple of times to take photos and stuff, so altogether I think probably stopped for about 10 minutes, so about an hour. I think it took me about an hour to do the Applecross climb, so that's faster than the last time. Happy with that. Okay, I've had a big feed, burger and chips at the Applecross Inn. Definitely recommend stopping here if you're ever round the North Coast 500. It's brilliant. And now I'm going to head 25 miles around this peninsula, which will get me to Shieldag, and then from there I have another, I think, 20 miles back to Strathcarron, but none of it's flat. It's going to be a lumpy old journey, so hopefully my legs still have it. Oh boy, that was tough going. As I remember from last time, it was just constant up and down, up and down. And when you're right out on the Atlantic coast, when there's any kind of wind or rain, you're just totally exposed to it. So it was wet and windy, up and down, up and down. Yeah, that was a tough 24 miles. But that bit's done, and I'm more or less on the home stretch. I have 17 miles left to go, and 2 significant climbs in that. 2 climbs of 300 feet each. One climb is 1.5 miles and 300 feet. The other climb is 2 miles and 360 feet. So just spin to win. Nearly there. My top tip for you if you're thinking about coming and doing the Bealach Na Ba past Applecross is, if you're planning to then keep going around the peninsula, save some energy in the tank for the rest of the peninsula. I maintain that it is harder than the actual pass itself, and I don't mean just save a little bit for the rest of the peninsula, save a fair bit for the rest of the peninsula, because it is tough. Okay, last 17 miles, let's go. On to the last climb of the day. 1.78 miles, 329 feet to go, and then it's just a descent. It's back to the hotel after that. Whew. Last climb done. Just the descent, and then a nice flat run back to Strathcarron, and I'm beat. Woo! I am done. In all senses of the word, I am done. I'm finished my ride today, and that finishes my bikepacking trip from home all the way to the Bealach Na Ba and the Applecross Peninsula. But yeah, I'm done, and across the 4 days I have cycled a total of 297.2 miles and total elevation gain of 17,723 feet. And while it was a brilliant adventure and I really enjoyed it, it was difficult, yes, but it was a brilliant adventure and I've really enjoyed it. The real reason I've done it is, again, just to raise awareness of mental health and how cycling benefits my mental health, and to raise some funds for Aware Northern Ireland. So the link will be in the description of the video down below. So again, I'd really appreciate if you went and threw me a couple of quid, or not me, through Aware Northern Ireland a couple of quid, and yeah, that will make all the difference. Thank you so much for watching. I will have one more video where I talk about my bikepacking setup, my kit, how I planned the trip, all that kind of stuff maybe. So if you have any questions, do leave me a comment and I'll try and answer those in that video. But for now guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please hit like, leave me a comment, don't forget to subscribe, and most importantly, don't forget to make a donation. Thanks very much. Bye bye.